everybody, Backyard Bullion here, and a warm welcome to you all joining us for episode 195 of In Focus Friday, the show where we take a good close look at cool things made of silver or gold. Last week it was the big giant US quarters. If you've not checked that video out, there's a link as always down in the description below. Today though, we are going to be looking at the Dragon and Phoenix, but not just the Bullion version, and this is actually the error version, but the silver high relief proof version. Full disclosure, this is not my coin. It's been sent to me on behalf of a Silver Forum member that I'm helping out with some postage things, and he's given me permission to have a look at it. I won't be opening the capsule though. That was one of the provisos of being able to feature it here on the channel. For obvious reasons, it's a proof coin. We don't want to potentially risk it. But it's a really, really pretty piece. And I do have the actual Bullion version as well, and the mint error version, so we can have a look and compare and contrast the two and talk a little bit about them and learn a little bit about what they are all about. They're very, very cool coins indeed. So I have actually featured this mint error version on In Focus Friday a long time ago. I forget which episode it was, but we have featured it before. It's a really nice coin. It's a really, really nice design. It was the first in its kind of series. They've come out with subsequently other ones, dragons and tigers, and I forget, there was another one. There was, I think, double dragon or double tiger. Double dragon, I think it rings a bell. So really, really cool pieces. And as always with the Perth Mint, you know, the sublime quality of their packaging and just everything. This was a second-hand box, so I do notice that there's a kind of little line mark there on the box. So it's not 100% perfect, but it's pretty nice from second hand. What's inside is really good as well. We've got this lovely Perth Mint box with the swan embossed on it. That's really cool. One thing the Perth Mint always does is blow people away with their quality of packaging. It's really, really elegant, pretty, high quality. You can really feel that quality in everything that the Perth Mint does. And that is also transposed into the coin designs which they come up with. Now, what is special about this is that it's a proof version, but it's also high relief. And it is a shame that it's not my coin and I can't take the capsule top off so you can see quite how high relief it is. I hope the camera's doing it some justice, but I really like this. It is very pretty indeed, and the high relief stuff that the Perth Mint does is really good. And there was a real bonus for somebody in the group order a couple of weeks ago when they got 2 high relief anniversary edition proofs of kookaburras when they ordered just random year ones. So the proof Perth Mint high relief coins are really very pretty indeed. You can see there the sublime quality of the Perth Mint. They're kind of concaved, so it's not a flat surface, it's dipping down like a crater, and then you've of course got Queenie there in high relief. I really hope the camera's doing it justice so you can really see quite how good it is. So the Dragon and Phoenix 2017 was the first year that that particular design came out. Now there was of course the Bullion version. Let's quickly have a look at the Bullion version. As this one is mine, I'm quite happy just to take the capsule top off. They are very limited in their mintages. There's 50,000 of these Bullion ones. I believe there's, in fact, let's just very quickly look at the COA of that silver proof high relief. Where's the particulars? Here we go. 5,000 mintage only for that proof one. This is number 1718, 1718. You can see the little embossed, I don't know what they are, like, gosh, I'm lost for words. Someone fill me in what those are. When you move it to one side, you can see it or not. Anyway, you can see that there. Really cool. Nice COA, very high quality, and some of the important information about the Dragon and Phoenix design. So the design came out in 2017, and it was immediately incredibly popular. You saw a really big, I remember it back when it came out, a really big jump on it by lots of individual collectors and bigger stackers as well. And I remember seeing it first, I think, from Shadow Stack's video, who he bought a whole bunch from goldsilver.be in Belgium. And when they were delivered, he noticed that there was a mint error on the coin. And you can see that here. If I just grab something just to point with, if we just bear with me. So if you can see, just to the left of the Phoenix's head, there's a shiny piece. Now you notice the matte finish on the back of the whole coin, but this little area here, just where that tip of the scissors are, is a mint error. It should actually be a matte finish. And there's also a secondary point which has got a mint error on it. If we can just swap hands, I will show from the other side. On the dragon's foot, so just in that little toe gap there, There's another shiny proof finish, which should be matte. So these were obviously an oversight from the Perth Mint, which is an incredibly rare thing from the Perth Mint. They don't tend to do very many mint errors. If they do, it's very, very few and far between. But these seem to have had a fair old batch go out with that sort of error, and you can see here that on the design from the Silver Proof that you've got a consistent shiny background throughout all of the areas. The design is somewhat slightly different, it has to be for the smaller size coin, but again you can see the Phoenix's head there, there's that shiny bit behind which is supposed to be there. So the mint error part of it was a really interesting element to this whole series, and it made it even more desirable and even more collectible, and I have to say you can really understand why. In terms of the premiums on these mint error ones, I think that they're sitting around the £50 mark as a rough guide for one of the mint error versions. For one of the generic bullion versions, I think you'd be looking at £25 to £30 per coin, which is a really, really nice price right now, I think, for you know, if you can get them at good prices anyway at that kind of level. Certainly compared with buying a Bullion Britannia or Gold Eagle, I think, oh sorry, Gold Eagle, Silver Eagle, I think they're really quite good at the moment. In terms of the design of the coins and what it all means, let's just talk very briefly about that. So the Chinese culture is of course what this is all about, and it's really fueled a lot of the Perth Mint's products over this last couple of years, 5, 6, 7 years. Of course the Lunar series is very Chinese, sort of Chinese Lunar series side of things, but they've really been pumping out a lot of these very interesting Oriental style things, and the Dragon and Phoenix are very, very important in Chinese culture. The dragon is revered as a divine and mythical creature, and it's a symbol of power and strength and wealth and good fortune. So what better thing to put it on than precious metal? And it's often portrayed in the pursuit of a luminous or flaming pearl, which is what you see right in the center of this coin here. And the Phoenix is of course all about rebirth and prosperity through the ages. So you've got these two kind of battling out against it for that wealth and prosperity, which I really like. And of course, it's just incredibly pretty to look at, regardless of all of the additional meanings to them. Now, of course, there have been subsequent releases. I haven't seen any of the others. This is complete honesty. I have not seen any of these proof high relief coins before this one. Would I go out and collect them and buy them? It's not really my strategy, but if money was no object, space and storage was no object, that's something to bear in mind. The boxes, they do take up a little bit of room, but if those were not factors and I was purely buying these for enjoyment, then yes, I probably would go and collect them. But they do represent a premium market. These proof silver high relief 1 ounce coins are approximately, I think you can get this particular version on eBay for about £75 to £80. So you can see for an ounce of silver, quite high, but at the same time, people have paid more for 1 ounce of proof silver. And again, if you are interested in those kind of collections and you want it, something special, then that's of course something for you. But side by side, which do you prefer? I have to say, there's something just sublimely elegant about the bullion version. Of course, the larger diameter of the coin really does allow a lot more sort of detail. And I am a big sucker for a matte finish. I really love the Perth Mint's matte finish that they get on all of these coins, and having the dragon itself and the Phoenix highlighted by that shiny kind of, I call it proof finish, but the shiny finish is just really, really pretty. Now the proof high relief version does have, it's an interesting one. It's very, very pretty, don't get me wrong, but it does have this kind of, because they're sticking out from the silver so much, there is this sort of little element of it not being quite so, I don't know what the word is, perfect and defined. So here we've got a real definition. It's all in 2D and you can see that perfect definition, whereas this sometimes it just looks a little bit cartoony a little bit more because it's sticking out a bit. I don't know, maybe I'm just being a little bit pedantic about that, but in terms of scores out of 10, I'm giving these 10 out of 10, both of them. The fact that this is a mint era version is of course really very cool, and then the silver proof high relief, just sublime, absolutely love it. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section about which of these two types you like the best. Is it the bullion version? Is it the proof version? What about the mint era side of things? Do you have them? Do you like them? Do you want to grab them? Is a mint era something that you'd be interested in collecting? I know it's very popular for a lot of people, but I would be intrigued to find out what you guys think. So please do let me know down in that comment section. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this video and the presentation of these two coins, then please make sure that you hit that like button. It really does share everything we do out here on the YouTube algorithm. And if you'd like to see videos from us in the future, then make sure you hit the subscribe button with notifications on if you would like to get notifications. Otherwise, that's it for today. Thank you one and all for watching. Big shout out to all healthcare and key workers and everybody out there who is trying to get back to normality in this world of craziness that we live in. Stay safe and stay healthy. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, and please make sure that you like, share, comment and subscribe for more.